Theory Coup.
Welcome everyone, and welcome back for many of you I recognize. Welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. So, you know, if you want to take your vacation to the next level, this is the place to be, and you probably noticed that, because you've been here a day or so, and you got a chance to experience some of the wonderful things around our resort. So we're thrilled to have you here for the celebration of the opening of Fast and Furious Supercharged. But before we get to Fast and Furious Supercharged, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about some of the new experiences and the incredible growth that we've experienced in the recent years. So first, let me start with Universal's Volcano Bay. Now, my favorite tropical paradise. It is the perfect mix of thrills and relaxation with over 18 unique attractions, everything for the whole family. It is really my personal favorite, and I love to go there and escape whenever I get a chance. Now, how about Voodoo Donut? I know some of you had a chance to taste maybe all 50 flavors yesterday, maybe not. The wonderful thing, they have 2 or 3 vegan options, which is perfect for me because I'm vegan. So it's pretty amazing. Now, food has almost become its own attraction throughout our entire resort. Whether you go to Springfield and you have the Flaming Moe's, or you go to Hogsmeade and have the Butterbeer, it really is almost an attraction. And we've had many guests tell us that that was one of their favorite attractions sometimes. So, of course, there's the nighttime lights at Hogwarts. If you haven't seen this show, it's a breathtaking experience that completely transforms Hogwarts Castle into a stunning spectacle of lights, projection, and while it celebrates the 4 houses of Hogwarts. Really a must-see if you haven't had a chance yet. And of course, Universal's Aventura Hotel. Now, this is a hip resort that will be joining our already amazing portfolio of hotels this August. And it's going to be fun, it's going to be affordable, and it's only a few steps away from our 3 parks. So a must-see as well. Try to stay there as soon as it opens. It's going to be really fun. So wait, there's more. Soon we'll be able to reveal a lot more details about our future attractions. And let me start with our Lagoon Show at Universal Studios Florida. We'll have a new Lagoon Show this summer. And then next year, one of the most highly themed roller coasters ever created will be coming to Hogsmeade. I can't wait for that one. And then a new attraction will be opening to replace Terminator 2 3D at Universal Studios Florida. And the Universal's Endless Summer Resort with the Surfside Inn and the Dockside Inn will become our 7th and 8th hotels on our resort. Pretty exciting news. So now that I've told you about all the exciting things happening throughout our universe, let's get back to the Fast and Furious Supercharged. I think that's why you came here after all, right? So anyway, what an amazing franchise. I mean, one of the most successful franchises of all time. Incredible. It's become a pop culture phenomenon, it really is. And we've opened the first attraction in Hollywood as part of Universal Studios Hollywood as part of our iconic tram tour, studio tour. It opened in 2015 and it was an instant success. Now we've had a chance to expand on that incredible experience and create a freestanding attraction here at Universal Studios Florida for our guests, and it will allow them to step into the world of Fast and Furious and as Dom Toretto would say, become part of the family. So I would like to welcome 2 people that helped us bring this attraction together. Stephanie Green, our project director, and Don McLean, our vice president of attraction development.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you for being here. We create attractions that bring pop culture's most compelling stories to life. And then we pull our guests right into those stories. That's what we're doing with Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Guests and their families will have the opportunity to be part of the Fast and Furious family. Now, we know you're going to get to experience this firsthand tonight, So we want to start by just sharing the 5 things to know about Fast and Furious Supercharged. First, at the core of every Fast and Furious film is the story of a family of friends who come together to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds on high-stakes adventures. Now you'll get to ride alongside Dom, Letty, Hobbs, and Roman as you try to escape from the criminal mastermind, Owen Shaw. And, exclusive to Universal Orlando, Tej and Mia will be in the attraction and you'll get to experience them.
Second, it's all about the original storyline. We've created an authentic experience that immerses you right in the middle of the action. The experience begins the moment you walk into the headquarters of the Fast and Furious family, where you can see actual props, iconic scenes, authentic details, and most importantly, authentic vehicles from the films. It's the ultimate Fast and Furious experience.
And that does bring us to our third point, the cars. There are 15 vehicles unique to our attraction, many straight from the films. And each vehicle, including Dom's iconic Charger and Letty's turbo truck, were handcrafted by Dennis McCarthy, the picture car coordinator and the man behind all of the cars in the Fast and Furious films.
Fourth, one of the cool things we do whenever we build a new attraction is our infusion of Easter eggs throughout. This is the case once again for Fast and Furious Supercharged. In it, you might see a case full of keys and pink slips, making a nod to all the cars that Dom Toretto won in all of his street races. You can see that in the single rider queue. You can also see several Universal team members in the electronic search in Tej's war room. When you're about to board the party bus, I suggest you take a look around and look for electrical boxes on the walls. On those boxes, you'll see the closing years and dates of the attractions that used to be in the space currently occupied by Fast and Furious Supercharged. In the family room, look out for a nod to Voodoo Donuts.
And last but not least, Fast and Furious Supercharged is the next attraction at Universal Studios Florida to feature our new virtual line. Now, we've seen a ton of success with Virtual Line at Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon and throughout Volcano Bay. So of course, we wanted to bring this to Fast and Furious Supercharged. Guests will be able to select a ride time using the official Universal Orlando Resort mobile app or at the kiosk located right outside of the attraction. Once guests have their time through the Virtual Line system, they're free to enjoy other experiences within our parks before they come back to ride with the family.
And in the Fast and Furious Supercharged queue, we also feature a special mobile experience that can only be found on the official Universal Orlando Resort mobile app. The special features in this include messages from Mia and the family, Fast and Furious content, trivia questions, and even a few unlockable surprises. Guests will be able to, on a leaderboard in the queue line, see the top 20 scores from the last 24 hours and the top 20 scores of all time.
So, we're excited to bring this blockbuster film franchise to life for our friends here at Universal Studios Florida. And we're thrilled that you're going to get to experience Fast and Furious Supercharged. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you both. At this time, we'd like to invite Terry back up to the stage. We'll be opening it up for questions. Christina and Allie both have microphones, so please raise your hand and they'll come around for questions. I believe we have our first question over here.
Hi, what made you take the decision to bring this concept from the Hollywood Park, and what makes it unique to Orlando?
So it makes it unique to Orlando. As Terry mentioned, the original Fast and Furious Supercharged attraction was developed as part of the tram experience in Universal Studios Hollywood. We thought that based on that success, and who wants to mess with success, we wanted to grow that experience and give it a unique standalone storyline. As we mentioned, we've got a unique immersive storyline for Fast and Furious Supercharged here in Orlando. and give it its own ride vehicles. The tram tour in Hollywood comes with the tram. We've developed a custom ride vehicle for our attraction here, and it gives a unique offering for Fast and Furious Supercharged as part of the franchise, which in fact we're so confident with that we're going to include it in our Universal Beijing offering, which opens in 2020.
Sorry, just to elaborate, are the ride visuals the same once you board the party bus?
The ride visuals have been adapted to being in San Francisco. In Los Angeles, the whole chase takes place in Los Angeles, so the backgrounds of the city is really LA, and we changed the backgrounds. All the action of the actors are the same, all the big action scenes, but really it's just the backgrounds themselves.
And I think a follow-up question is that here in Orlando, it's a 2D film attraction. So what we did was we've increased the frame rate and the resolution to make the image appear three-dimensional without the need for 3D glasses.
And of course, the pre-showing queue, for those who haven't been, has additional actors. We brought Ludacris, who plays Tej, and Jordana Brewster, who plays Nia, and they are now in the pre-showing queue, which in the studio tour in Los Angeles, we don't really have a pre-show per se, because you're riding along the entire studio tour. So this allowed us to really get our guests to go much deeper into the world of Fast and Furious and discover a lot more the secrets and about this special family.
Hi, I just want to know how involved were the actual actors in the creative process? Did they have any sort of input or just their voices? How involved were they?
They were very involved in the scripting as we scripted the whole story for the attraction. They all had some involvement to ensure that we were authentic to their character, the dialogues, because a lot of the dialogues, even from the films, are really scripted by the actors themselves, or they improv in the only way they could do it for this franchise. They bring the characters to life. So they were involved with that, and of course on the set, some of the rewrites, and to ensure again that we were very authentic to the films.
I have a question. What can guests expect on Fast and Furious Supercharged in their experience?
So the exciting thing about Fast and Furious Supercharged is it's really about the experience for the entire family. To come and get immersed, join everyone as we're heading off on this adventure to a race after party. And it's great for me. I love going to watch how guests react in our attraction. I've gone through soft opening, seeing families, dancing their way through the queues and enjoying every bit of it.
Does this version of the attraction include any more advanced technology that is not found in Universal Hollywood's version of it?
Dance technology?
Advanced.
Advanced.
Right.
Advanced?
I heard dance technology at first too.
Well, we always take the opportunity to bring in the latest technology for projection systems. As Dawn mentioned, going to higher frame rates, higher resolution, better quality projection. Just the newest. We always look for the newest, bleeding edge type of technology, only in service of delivering a better experience, a better story. So that's probably where it's at. And the vehicles themselves were very technologically advanced. I know we keep pushing the envelope, and this is another example in the vehicle technology.
The vehicles are an amazing feat when you get to experience them. We have 2 vehicles traversing at speed around this attraction. And not only are they able to go together around this attraction, but also we've got lights and an amazing show that just really add to the experience.
I know you guys mentioned the cars featured in the queue and the Easter eggs, and the Hollywood ride doesn't have a queue, right? So I walked through it. It's incredibly immersive. I've seen the movies, to be honest. But it's an amazing, amazing, beautiful queue. How did you guys kind of start that process and decide which aspects of the movie to bring in, and how did you make it? I mean, it's just so immersive.
So, you know, the core design comes from the creative studio and the creative direction on any attraction, and keeping that true to the central feel and aesthetic of the Fast and Furious franchise was really important. The queue area has been done particularly well, I think, in terms of its immersiveness and its authenticity. As I mentioned to someone earlier today, we took a perfectly good, brand new building that was just built 8 months ago and made it look 85 years old. And all the rust is painted on, and the dirt coming out of the air vents is painted on, and there's a great attention to detail in making it real. But that really speaks to everything that Universal Creative does as a product. We want it to be totally immersive from the moment that you walk through the entry portal of the attraction all the way through to your exit experience. And so it's aiming for that high level of quality and immersion that's really critical.
And we had a lot of available research to us, all the films, and there's an essence to the operations that Dom Toretto's family and team always follows, and in setting up their operations, having their kind of underground garages and races, and so it was already so rich in all those different aspects of environments and props, and so we kind of leveraged all that and took the best of all and created this great attraction out of it.
And from the idea, the execution is just phenomenal. The team of professionals and the talent that comes in to add each detail, that made it amazing.
Plus, as Terry mentioned, we don't work in a vacuum. We're part of this symphony of companies at NBC Universal. So Universal Pictures was closely involved in the reviewing of the designs and reviewing of the script, and the producer for the Fast and Furious franchise was also involved, as was the scriptwriter, in taking a look at our script, making sure that it was true to form, true to character. And that goes from a script point of view and a design aesthetic point of view.
Hi there. This might be more of a question for the producers and the writers, but I'm curious to know why Mia is used so much in this ride instead of Michelle or someone else, because by film 8, she's kind of, her storyline's gone.
That was just a choice between the producers, the filmmakers, Universal Pictures. We just thought she would be being Don's sister, she would be a great fit, a great cast for this experience. So it just kind of was a unified decision overall.
And I think we mentioned earlier that one of the, Fast and Furious has these two opposing dynamics. It's got the action-packed feature film look, but it also has this cohesive family togetherness and continuity. So we wanted to bring those two parts of the Fast and Furious franchise to our attraction, and the Mia character in the family room is one that really helps to coalesce the notion of the central family so that our family of guests can relate to the family in the Fast and Furious attraction.
Way here in the back. Could you talk about the process of going back and forth with Universal Pictures and the movie producers on finding the right storyline for the ride?
It was a very easy and very pleasant collaboration, and we just worked hand in hand from the very beginning, and it was great, again, for authenticity sake, to have their knowledge and their experience already in the characters, and looking ahead as to where the next films are going to go, and making sure we were kind of in sync with where the franchise, our franchise, is going. So the process was very, very seamless. It was very pleasant, and we collaborate on all our intellectual properties, all our franchises, whether it's Jurassic and others. So it's really great.
And I think we had some late-breaking input from Universal Pictures as the Fate of the Furious movie was being prepped for pre-release, we had a much more, let's call it earthy tone to some of the scenes, and the Fate of the Furious movie went much more into the Bond-esque, high-tech villain approach, and so Universal Pictures came to us and said, we really want to try and move away from the earthiness and get more into the high-tech, and you can see that in the Tej War Room dynamic in particular. You'll see the big changes that we made there to give us a really cold, high-tech looking edge to the attraction.
I actually rode the ride a few weeks ago with my kids, and we really appreciated, as soon as you walk into the queue, the sort of homage to Paul Walker's character, Brian, at the family table at the barbecue. How important was it to involve homages to Brian's character throughout the queue?
Yeah, you know, in our family room, we absolutely wanted to make sure we made a nod to Brian Walker, and that was very important to us on the project team and here at Universal. So that's the main place where you will see that we've made that nod to him. I'm so glad that you and your family enjoyed seeing those there for him.
Paul Walker.
Oh, I'm sorry, the character's Brian, and I apologize. Paul Walker.
Hello. Can I go back to the technology again? With this new technology, does that mean that in the future all rides will be made with this technology and 3D glasses will be a thing of the past?
And not necessarily. You know, we always look at, again, the newest technology that allows us to deliver the best story, the best experience. So this was perfect for this application and to deliver on the Fast and Furious experience. But in the future, of course, we're not going to go backwards. We're going to keep going forward. We look years ahead. But whatever lends itself to delivering the best possible experience is really what we're looking at.
The technology serves at the whim of the story. And so we try and make sure we've got the most advanced cutting-edge technology that we can develop and put it in the attractions. But advanced technology is worthless without an advanced story that is the overlay to it. And so we always work with the creative and the technology together to make sure that we've got a tight fit and that the story is leading and the technology is supporting, because otherwise we're just building equipment for the sake of equipment. We want a strong story to lead the way, and then we'll put the right technology, whether that's what we have in an existing park or something new that we develop to support it. It has to be the right fit.
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to Don, Terry, and Stephanie. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.